Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Meezy69 and we are back with the T57 Heavy tank review. You guys voted for it. It got the most votes, so I have decided to do it. And again, Kieran is with me. You all might ask why Kieran is in quite a lot of my videos. It's not for the factor, or it's not for any. I have 4 kids. Three of them who go to school. Yeah, and I have a wife that works as well, and I work. So the only time I can really make a video is in the morning when the wife's at work. And yes, and I have Kieran. I'm trying to do a tank review. Thank you. So, and I have Kieran here. So the only other time is when I'm at work. I finish at midnight. So by the time I get home, sometimes I do a tank review when I get home. But I only work 4 days a week. So I get 4 days off. So if I don't make a video in the morning on my 4 days off, I won't have a video going for nearly a week. So back to the video. T57 Heavy. It's actually, apart from the FV215B, it's pretty much my favourite heavy in tier 10. So ever since you guys asked for this to be a review, I've been having quite a lot of fun in it, and I've been winning quite a lot of games. A lot of you have asked for the E3 review. I haven't done an E3 review, so I will get one done at some point after this. So that will probably be my next tank review. So looking at the stats now, we've got the DPM is 2,835, which amongst all the other heavy tier 10, it's sitting there quite nicely. So you have got the FV215B, which is way above the rest. And you've got the E5, which is fractional above this. So it's sitting up there with the top in the DPM, which is quite nice. The penetration is quite nice, 258. Again, pretty much the same as all the heavy. So it's not amazing, but it is okay. If you fit the calibrated shells on there, you will get yourself 271 for the penetration. And your reload doesn't really change that much. So you've got 7 rounds per minute. Rate of fire, you've got 7. The alpha is 400. And your reload is 20.4. If you stick calibrated shells on there, you look 20.8. So it's no different. There's not much difference, except for you getting an extra full 13 penetration. So again, it's fractional. I myself run the crew skills. I don't run calibrated shells. I'll run the vents. So you got 3 rounds per magazine, and each round does 400 alpha. So if you can top that, and sometimes you'll do more, sometimes you'll do 450, 430, but then sometimes you will do like 350. But if you could top that and say 400 per shot, you're getting 1200 damage per magazine. So if you manage to shoot 2 magazines per battle, that's sort of 2.5k, which is where you want to be, sort of thing. So if you manage to get 3 full clips out, even better, you're looking at nearly 3.5k, or over 3.5k, nearly 4k, which is why this tank is so fun. But it's the reload that kills people. So you have to play it in a certain way where you're not frontline as such, and you've got yourself protection either from a rock, a building that you can hide, or just your team in general. So the aim time is the best in tier 10 heavies, 1.51. The dispersion is 0.3. Depression 8 degrees. Okay, it's it's okay. You don't really suffer from that. Your elevation 12 degrees. Your armor, your front whole armor is 203, which is actually quite nice. And your turret armor is 145, which again, you're going to get yourself some bounces. If you're hull down or angled, you will get yourself some bounces. And as you see here, the 90 days, 4,000 people play it. 2,200 average damage on it, which is pretty much the best as well in tier 10, which it is the best. So people do okay in this tank. They don't survive much, but 38%, but they do win, and they are pumping out the damage. Now, this has recently had a buff. Well, not recently, quite a while ago now. And the time between each shell got reduced to 2.5. Now, that itself was amazing because you're exposed less time, and you could just pump out that damage so quickly. Even tracking tanks, your first shot, you track a tank, and by the time they've untracked and just started to move, you've got time to track them again. And then you've got time to either shoot your third shell straight away, or just wait a few seconds and then track them again. So you might find yourself getting quite a bit of assistant damage as well. So I've got 3 battles for you today. Let's get onto them. They're not the greatest damage battles, but they are either nice damage battles or great team play. So first battle, we have Mayan Ruins. It is pretty much 5 tier 10s. We've got our good friend Alcatraz on our team, and I am in a platoon with a good friend of mine that, well, I've met him not this battle, a few battles before, and we've become good friends. We had a platoon. He was up against me before we platooned. He ACC 100 against me because I messed up, and then we started platooning it, and we had a really good run. So the enemy on this battle, they've got 3 mediums. We've only got 1. So I assumed straight away that they're going to go our right. So I don't really want to push right in case the whole team are there. So I'm just going to go to the middle and sit on this little hill. And then straight away we open up the FV 4202. We get 1 shot into him, and we do 380 or so damage. And then we bounce the second shot. So I haven't got any shots at the minute. So what I'm going to do, my team are here, so I'm going to reload. And that is what you've got to do. There's no point sitting here with no shots, with 2 shells or 1 shell. If you've got no shots, get the reload in. Get that reload in, because it's 20 seconds. It's 20 seconds reload. So you need to get it in as often as possible and use it smartly, like when there's no targets. So now we've got this WZ-120. We take 1 shot on him, put him on fire, and then someone else takes him out, and then our friend takes him out. So already 1 tank down, 1 medium down. Now I am in the middle of flanking, so I'm going to carry on that flank. I have got my protection from one of my team, so I'm going to keep going around, and then here we get the leopard 1. And we've got his rear, so we're going to get 1 shot into him, 554, and we're going to get 597. So 2 HE shells into the back of a Leo, and it does 1200 damage. And I've still got 1 shell remaining, so I'm going to reload. Again, I've got no targets, so I'm going to reload. So enemy got 2 tanks down. We've now got 1 tank down. We've got the grill here. I've only got 1 HE shell because I don't carry enough. I should carry a little bit more, which I probably will change that, because I only carry 3, which is pretty stupid. So again, take 1 shot onto the grill, take 1 shot, and then I bounce the second shot. And then I got no targets, so I'm going to reload. And I'm going to keep saying that. Reload as often as possible. You don't want to sit out with 1 shell or 2 shell remaining, a medium or someone pushes you, and then you can only shoot them once or twice. So whenever there is no targets, reload. So we've got 2 tanks down now. We've got this Conqueror in the middle who I can clear up because he's only on 500. So So we take 2 shots into him, and with the 3rd remaining shot, we manage to take out the 268. Which is what is nice about this tank. I love this tank, and now we've got the grill that has come up behind us, but at this point it is 5 against 3. He does take 1 shot into me. Our team are covering the object 263, so they do take him out. And now you'll see I'm not going to load the HE because it's only 1 shell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot him twice, and then the 3rd shot I'm going to use the HE. But it only does 213 damage. Rip. Right at the bottom plate. 213 damage. So I go in for the little ram, and then our object 268 takes him out. So quite a nice battle. Wasn't the best damage, but overall the team play, sitting in the middle, and then me and one of my team flank, and we managed to do 4.3k damage. It was only a 2nd class. You do need quite a lot to ace this tank. It is the ace bar is quite high on this tank, because it's so used since the buff. A lot of people do use this tank, and they do well in it, as you see by the average damage, 2,200 over the last 90 days. So it is pretty hard to ace. Now, next battle, I've got a few of my good friends, Nameless, Breather, Powers in the enemy team, who I know, and I don't do much damage in this battle. I do less than 3k, but the battle is less than 3 minutes long. So you can see here all my team are pushing right. We've got the Leopard 1, and then we've got the IS-4 that have both been spotted, and they are pretty much the only 2. And look at that shot. That was a great shot. That was a fantastic shot into the IS-4. So we get 1 shot into it. I'm not going to reload yet because I'm going to go and try and push these 2. No one else is spotted yet. I know they've got a couple of TDs, which is why you'll see me just hide behind this rock and try and get some shots in, but I can't get anything in. But as our IS-4 now pushes, I'm going to push with him. He's going to shoot the IS-4. We're going to get 1 shot into him, put him on fire. Someone else shoots him, and then we're just going to take him out with the 2 shells that we had. So now I can reload. I've got no chance getting the Leopard 1, so I'm going to sit back, reload. The Sparta guy, Powers, is now been spotted in his Death Star. So already we've got 2 tanks down for the enemy, and we've got 1 tank down for us. There's a T57 here, and this is what I mean. Look, 1 shot, 2 shots, and I managed to get the 3rd shot in. So he was full health nearly. We get 3 shots into him, and now he's a 1 shot to most tanks. And then now this my good friend Nameless is in a bit of bother, but just watch this D100. Look at us. There's 4 of us. I don't even manage to get a shot into him before I reloaded. He was full health. He was full health, and I don't manage to get any shots. And then we've got the Conqueror here. Take 1 shot into him, and then that E5 takes him out. And I did track him, so I get a little bit of assistant damage. And already 2 minutes down, and they've got 3 tanks left, which one of them is the T57. We're going to put a blind shot into there because that's where I thought he was. And then I've got 1 shell, so I might as well put another blind shot in. So we've got the 2 tanks there, and then we know we've got 1 tank that is capping. So we know exactly where the team are. So T57 is now a 1 shot. People are now going to push the Death Star. He has just shot. And then we've got the E4 that is capping. So I've now reloaded. I'm going to get 1. The Death Star's a miss. 1 shot. I missed 1 shot. The IS-4 I think is going to go up and miss. So because he missed, the Death Star's going to push him. And then here I am sitting to take him out for only a little bit of damage. And then again, 2nd shot we take out the T57. And now we've got the E4. So I've got no chance getting to him. And before, well, I've reloaded, and he just gets annihilated. And that was just amazing team play. You could not ask for a better team than that. That was working together is 10 out of 10. So I only finished on 3k damage. But the team itself, apart from the last one, we all pretty much got at least 1,000 damage. And the last one, I think, was Capita sitting at our spawn and didn't do anything. So he died really quickly. So that was just amazing team play. And it just goes to show how to play this tank with either rock around or I had my team around. And when you've got that, you can do monstrous damage in this. And you could play really, really, really well. Now, last battle, it is Castilla. And we've got one medium. The enemy have got one medium. So we are going to push right the heavy hill. And we're going to do a little bit of damage in this battle. Not, again, it's not the greatest damage. But I do have a little rage at the end at our teammate IS4 that is sitting right in front of me now. Because for most of the battle, he goes and sits up this hill. Okay, he does some damage. But when we really needed him, he was still sat there. And it's just like, mate, come on. Use your brain. Look at the minimap and move. So straight away, we don't open up any tanks at the minute. My friend in the E100 is going to push the middle. And this is where we think maybe they've all gone the other way. And they pretty much did. They all went the medium way. So no one has been spotted yet. We've got the two TDs there. So I'm just going to turn around. The E100 has now been spotted and the grill has been spotted. So now we know all the team, all the enemy have gone the other way. So we've got the AMX 50B up there and we've got the E50. So we're going to try and get a shot into the E50. He's going to poke round and we managed to get one track shot into him. And we managed to track him the third time, but we don't manage to track manage to shoot him the third time. So again, I'm not going to wait there with one shell. I'm going to reload. All my team are sitting around. I've got no targets. I'm not in any danger at all. You can see our IS4 is still sitting there. And then we got the waffle. So he gets a nasty shot into him. And then the enemy are going to push. So we're going to get one shot into the side of the IS4. We're going to get two shots into the side of the E4. And then we're going to bounce the next one. So now I'm reloading. IS4 still sitting there. You can see the enemy is coming. Maybe he's got some shots in. I don't know. But we're going to push around. We are capping as well. And most of the team now are around our spawn area. So the IS4 has just been shot from a TD or the E100. And there is an E50 there that is trying to get on the hill. So because we had the side of him, we managed to take him out with one clip. So he's now gone. And look, I'm reloading. I know there's a few tanks there, so I'm just going to sit behind a building. I'm not going to poke out in any way. I'm not going to risk getting damage to me. And when I'm near reloading, that is when I push, look. So now I start pushing. Maybe I pushed a little bit too quick because I'm still reloading. And I do get one shot from the IS4. So if you look on the minimap, our IS4 is still sitting there. So we've got the grill now. I'm going to focus on the grill. I'm not even going to look at the IS4. We're going to get two shots into him. And we're going to get our third. And we're going to take him out. So now I am in a bit of bother. And this is where I need my IS4. If my IS4 would have pushed with me instead of just sitting in the same spot all battle, he's still there. Now, I'm not quite a one shot, but I'm still reloading. And luckily, I do get a bounce in a minute. Otherwise, I'll be on a one shot as well. He misses me that shot. So now I'm reloading. It's now 5 against 5. The IS4 is just going to push a little bit, but there is an E100 with him. So we get one shot into the IS4. He pushes, and we manage to take him out. So now we've got this E100. I am a one shot to the E100. So I do track him, and he does miss. So because he misses, I am now going to make a move and try and hide. Fair enough, I do make a little mistake, and now is when the IS4 comes to help. Like, thanks, mate. Like, you're full health. You've been sat there all battle, and now you come to help. And the E100 does not want to know him, but we do manage to get one shot into the E100 before he kills me. And now, because the IS4 is full health, he is going to clear him up. But I know you can say, yes, he's done his job. Yes, he did come. But if he would have come sooner, as a team player, he could have managed to keep me alive. We could have won the game a lot easier. We do cap the base. And I'm not sure if the IS4 managed to kill him. Does he manage to kill him? No, he doesn't. He gets the bounce. So E100 managed to stay alive. But again, thanks E100. Thanks a lot. So guys, that is it. 4.4k damage. Rip my platoon, mate. And this is the T57. Very nice tank. Go play it. Go buy it if you got it. You will have some fun. So So I'm Easy69. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.